This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2021 XLR Micro Boost 27LR LE. Alright, so let's move to the rear here. On the outside, of course, we have your deck down and the fencing partially up. Okay, you have stabilizer jacks that just the scissor type that crank down. You get you can use a 3/4 inch crank or use a drill with a 3/4 inch bit on it, whichever you prefer. You got a power awning, a door to your garage. This is just a sprayer, clips onto that to spray things down. Your four-wheelers or dirt bikes or kids or dogs or whatever you want to hose down. Now this is the vent for the range hood. If you're going to run the fan in the range hood, make sure you reach up and you snap this baffle loose like that. Otherwise keep it shut. You want it to flap freely when you're venting though. This is a TV bracket, and you got antenna and power for a TV out here. Your water heater. Let's see what we got here. This one works on both gas and electric. Okay. So the thing to know about this, I don't know if he's got this. It looks like it's de-winterized at this point. So okay. So the thing to know about this is there's a switch right here that controls the electric heating element behind this cover. So to turn on the electric heating element, you got to flip this switch. There's also switches inside that I'll show you in a minute or two when I get inside. But keep that switch in mind. Never run the water heater without water in the tank, or else you'll damage it for sure. This is your hitch. I'll show you how that works when you come to pick up. You got 2 LP tanks that are full with an automatic changeover regulator. This is your power tongue jack here. You can crank this manually by pulling this plug out, and let's see what we got in here. Yeah, let me go around to the other side so we can see better. Okay, so you would use this small crank on it right here for that. Now you have this crank here for your stabilizers. Okay, of course that's your dump hose, and that's the sprayer I told you about that has a quick connect. Alright, so 2 LP tanks with automatic changeover regulator, deep cycle marine battery, and a kill switch for the battery. You can just shut that off, and it'll disconnect your battery from the system so it won't drain down as quickly when you put it in storage. Alright, so there's 2 ways to get water to this trailer. The city water connection is the most common. You just hook the hose on there, turn it on, and you're ready to go. If you don't have plumbing on the campsite that you're on, you can pre-fill this water here, or pre-fill this fresh water tank right here, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. So even if you don't have city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank, and all the plumbing will work as if you had city water. These are just campground satellite and cable through. Now, this is a black tank flush. After you dump your black tank, you can leave the valve open, hook the hose onto here, and turn it on. The hose at the dump station, that is. Turn it on and spray out the inside of the tanks, or tank in this case. That's over here. So you've got your, let me see here. You got a black here, and then the gray here. Black is toilet water and waste. Gray is sink and shower water. Always dump the black first, and then dump the gray, because the gray is cleaner water than the black water, so it'll clean things out a bit. Then you leave your black valve open and put the hose onto your tank flush port. Turn it on, and it'll flush the black tank out, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. This is your power cord. It's 30 feet long and 30 amp. Alrighty. Okay, back to the deck here.
You know where the nozzle is?
You just walk past it.
It's up here.
This housing up there tells us that this is pre-wired for a backup camera. So this one takes a Furion camera that fits in that housing. So we sell them here, but you can get them elsewhere. The bottom line is make sure you get the one that fits in that housing. Okay. Also, while we're looking up, you have to go up on the roof. The manufacturer says inspect it every 90 days, so go up on the roof or have someone else go up there. Look at all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation. Make sure there's no damage to the roofing material by road debris flipping up there or low branches, that sort of thing. Just check everything out, make sure it's in good shape. Odds are you won't have to do anything, but eventually someday you'll see something that needs attention. So if you need to touch up the sealant, whatever, use the right product, which is a lap sealant called Dicor, and basically take care of it immediately. That's the most important thing. Don't waste time. You want. That's why you're inspecting it. The odds are you won't have to do anything for a long time, but just in case, you keep inspecting it. All right. So this is your awning here. See, like so. Right, and never leave it out unattended, because the wind can get a hold of it and damage it. This is your slide room here. All right. This is your sensors here. So your battery's charged. Fresh water's. It's got a little in there, but they're still testing it. Black is empty. Gray is empty. So as it fills up, it goes up in 1/3 increments. Once you get past 2/3, you got to start thinking about dumping the black in the gray tank. Also, your water pump is here. The water pump I told you about. You use that to pump water out of the freshwater tank, or also use it during winterizing. And this is the gas switch for the heater, to light it on gas. I chose the electric switch. It was in the lower left-hand corner out there. This is the one for gas. Always make sure there's water in the tank before you turn it on. Alright, so let's see here. An escape window right there. You just open the window and then grab hold of that little red knob and pull the screen right out, and out you go. You can drop this to the table onto these cleats here, and use the cushions to fill in space and turn this into a bed. You got a fireplace with a remote, which is right here. There's your remote. Now, I don't know if he's got. There we go. So basically, let me see what we got here. Low. You see it says low right there. High. That's the fan speed, and off. You can also set the temperature. You can change the appearance of the flame, like so. Whoops, let me get it out of the way here. Like that. See, it's more blue, yellow combination. And also there's a timer in here, so you can there's some more options there. You can set the timer to have it turn on or turn off whenever you want. So also keep in mind that this here, you could select either the fireplace or the air conditioner. You can't run both at the same time. Not that you would want to, obviously. They're considering one's a heater and one's to cool it. But when you're going to use the air conditioner, you got to put it in that position. Okay. Also, your radio is this is the remote right here. So basically, you can stream off this USB. You can use you can hook up wirelessly from your phone or tablet using Bluetooth and stream that way. You can go straight into the system with this HDMI here. So you can set a game machine here with a TV and everything, and then you can go straight into the system that way with the HDMI if you have to. Also, you have two speaker zones, Zone 1 and Zone 2. Zone 1 is in the trailer, Zone 2 is outside, and it has the AM/FM radio and presets and all the things a radio would have. So it does everything you need and then some for camping. Okay. Alright, so the microwave works like any other microwave. This is the range hood. Remember I told you about if you're going to run the fan, you want to open the baffle in the vent outside. Light. Alright, excuse me. This is your range, obviously, so you want to turn this on and then spark it like that. You spark it by turning this clockwise. Also, you have 3 burners and 3 knobs, of course. Then, to light the oven, all the way at the bottom here, all the way to the back is a pilot light. I can spark it for you, hopefully you can see it. And either way, you go to the picture, or to the flame, you depress it, hold it in, spark it till it lights. Once it lights, you're still holding it in. And you hold it for 10 seconds or so after it lights, you go to operating temperature, and then when you shut it off, the flame goes out obviously, but so does the pilot light, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. So let's light there we go. Alright, so this here is your LP alarm, your carbon monoxide alarm, and your low battery warning. So if it beeps very slowly, it's telling you the battery's low. There's a tester on it, so you can test it. This button. Also, it should always be green like it is. If it's not, you get it serviced. So if it goes off, obviously you're going to take everybody outside, open the door, shut off the gas, and figure out what's going on. Your refrigerator, let's see what we got here, is a 12-volt compressor refrigerator. So it's going to run off of 12 volts. Where it gets the 12 volts from when you're plugged in is this device here, which is a power converter. So basically you have 110 AC here, regular circuit breakers like you'd see at home, and they're labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and you have fuses, 12 volt fuses, which are labeled. If they blow, they'll actually light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic here, just so you know. Also, if you're plugged in, it's going to charge your battery, and it's also going to put out 12 volts. So it'll run your refrigerator when you're plugged in. When you're going down the road, it'll take 12 volts from your battery, and the alternator on your tow vehicle will charge the battery, so it'll keep 12 volt supply when you're going down the road. Alright. Okay, let me look around and see if I forgot anything. I think we're doing good. Okay. That's your thermostat. It's very simple. The bottom bar is the mode bar. You just light it up and then you go through the options. Fan, which is the air conditioner running without the compressor. Then cool. Try to always use auto. High auto is really popular, of course. Then heat, then off. Alright, so GFCI here. Remember, all the plugs are wired through a GFCI. Alright, so the sink of the shower works like any other sink and shower. The thing to know about the toilet is you have to, you can't use it dry. There's a flush pedal right there if you can see it. I know I'm turning it upside down here, but so the bottom line is when water's hooked up, you step on the pedal and the water will come swirling out and go into the black tank, which is directly below. If the black tank is dry, like I say, you just got to the campsite, you hook up your water, your power, then you'll come inside, you'll step on this and water will come swirling out. You put about a gallon in there and your chemical, and then you're ready to use it. You can't use it dry though, you always got to have some water and chemical in it. Alright, so you have some benches that fold over into a bed, obviously. So you've got bed here, and then you've got a table that folds up. Of course, all your tie-offs on the floor and the rest of it. Lights, TV hookup over here. It's telling you you're pre-wired for solar, so behind here are the wires. That's why that sticker's there. Alright, so let me look over here real quick. Okay. Okay, so that, also one other thing, when you run the shower, you always want to run the fan in the bathroom to pull the humidity out. That's important, of course. Okay, well I think I've got everything here, so let me look around here to make sure. I think I've covered everything. Yes. Okay. Alright, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Now, remember what I told you about inspecting the roof seals? That's very important. This has to be winterized in the fall, of course, before winter. So keep that in mind. And like I said, never start the water heater unless there's water in the tank. Okay? Thank you.